Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Friday afternoon, the last day of August 30th, 2024, wrapping up the month of August. And unfortunately, we had a red day today. Scratched and clawed my way to get to a negative 580. I was actually down almost 1100 at one point. Very difficult day in the markets for me overall. I just felt like the price action was tough for some reason. For me today, it was just a difficult day. The issue this morning, we had this move to the downside, and I really just took some bad trades. This is on one of my front at the bottom account here, the 60 account. I chased a short here, really stupid. I know better than that. This big move had happened, and I just had FOMO and jumped in trying to chase it. Got stopped out there for a big loss, and then I thought, okay, well, now we're going long, and just kind of that, just very, I don't know how to even say it, just stupid trades. So that was pretty much, did the damage there on that specific account. And yeah, just very difficult trading for me. Just, yeah, it is what it is. Let's look at, I thought I traded one of my other accounts on, whoops, I'm on ES right now. Oops. I thought I was, this is ES. But anyway, let's go to NQ. NQ, pretty much the same thing. We had this big move down, and yeah. On account 57, this is my 150K account. I did get it back to break even. This account was down like 400 today at one point. So here at the end of day, and really this morning we just really fell apart, and we were really just a heavy market until we kind of regained this in the afternoon hours. And I did not trade at all in the afternoon. I was very tied up and had other things to do, and I had not had a good morning, so I was not even worried about the markets whatsoever until later in the afternoon. And then when we reclaimed this level here, I really thought this was going to go up, and it did. But this was a very frustrating time frame for me, very frustrating. We could not get above this 520. And the way my ATM is set up, if I'm trading like a 5 contract, the main one, what happens is,
order submitted.
Oh, I can't even show you that. Okay. When I'm in, so I've got 5 contracts. What happens after I get to like 20 or 25 ticks in profit, my 5th contract, the longest out contract, that stop loss moves to a plus 10 ticks. And then, it just kind of goes up the chain of the command. As it 20 to 25 ticks, sometimes 30 ticks, then these stop losses move up. And what would happen is that, as you can see with these wicks, the market would start moving my direction, my stop loss would go up, it would pull back, stop me out. I didn't really lose any money through here. I don't even think I had I had one losing trade right here. I had a $77 losing trade looking for a short there. That was it. Everything else was winners, but it was like I couldn't get any kind of a win. Very frustrating. And even, I would have gotten stopped out on this specific trade had I just held and not had a break-even stop. I would have totally got stopped out. On the rest of these, had I not had a break-even stop out, I probably would have capitalized on that eventually. And then we did finally catch this move here. I did hold through a lot of drawdown on this one. I entered this trade and it started to go against me almost immediately, and that's typically a trade that I like to just kill. But I realized very quickly that we are probably going to come back down and retest the 520s, because we had not retested them after we had this little liquidity grab or short trap here. We had not retested it, and so I said, you know what, I'm just going to move my stop down here quite a ways, and I'm just going to sit through it, because I think if we retest it, we are going to go. Well, that's exactly what happened, and I caught that nice big pop. I didn't get all of it, but I got most of it. So very happy with that. I jumped back in again and took a short little scalp long to get that account into green. So I ended the day quite well, even though, and I didn't trade this badly. It's just, it was frustrating that the setup was there and it just wasn't going, and it was almost more than I could take, because I was so sure that I had the move planned correctly. I mean, nobody knows. We never know what this market's going to do. And I remember sitting through this thinking, man, you gotta go market. And I'm like, you know what? It really doesn't. The market doesn't have to do stuff. It clearly, I mean, we don't know. We just use, our trade strategy to define, high outcome setups, high probability setups. That's what we're trying to do. So, yeah, that was kind of the wrap on NQ. Yes, I took a couple trades, nothing too spectacular. What else did I trade on NQ? Did I take a trade with the other funded accounts? I think I didn't. I actually think I only traded the end of day on NQ. Yep, with that 57. I took a little short there with this 60 account. ES, what else did I trade on ES? Nothing on 57, 59. I must have just traded that one 58. Okay, I did take a short there. YM, I took a couple little trades here, nothing too crazy. Really should have taken this long or one of these longs here. This would have been the better one as we come out of this little dip. That would have been a really nice long trade. Wasn't paying attention to that really that much. Gold, I was frustrated with gold today. So I had two really good days with gold, and today was not such a good day. I actually moved this level after the trading hours today. I want to show you where this level was at. That is, if we look at the 2534. So 2534 right in here. I actually had this level, I had it wider, and I had it up to like right here, right there at the bottom of these wicks. I was looking at those wicks thinking I need to keep those as my level. And if you look at this is the way this band looked. And what was happening is as we had this stair step move down, and I thought, okay, this is going to go, it's going to hold, and we're going to bounce. And we kind of did on gold what we did with NQ here in the late afternoon session. So we just struggled. It didn't want to go. And then when I finally re-entered here, and I took several losses through here. This was really where I did a lot of the damage to my 150K account. And then I re-entered here as this was like quote unquote breaking out and thinking this is going to go. Very, very dumb entry. Well, really what I should have done is just killed the trade. When it went against me, quickly just killed the trade. And I was so convinced, I had myself so convinced that this was going to go long that I moved my stop loss all the way down here. And yeah, took a big loser on that trade, trading 5 micros. But yeah, I just took a big loss, and that felt pretty bad. So I was a little bit frustrated with gold. I mean, I say I was frustrated with gold. I was frustrated in my trading of it. So let's go back. And then I realized that, in my opinion, this gold level should be the high from back here on July the about 18th. So this high right here is, in my opinion, where this level should sit at. Now, if you look at what that means that we're also catching this low. We're kind of catching this low. So I feel like that's a little bit better. Now, if you look at what happened, had I had that level there, I probably am not jumping into those trades. And I would have maybe taken this long, which would have been excellent. And I certainly wouldn't have been taking that long, and I would. It's crazy how that little thing can change the outcome of how a trade is executed, so to speak. So a little adjustment there. And again, I am fairly new to trading gold. Obviously, this is the first week that I've been trading it, and it has been really good, but I need to work on refining some of those levels and see how gold likes to react to specific support and resistance. But that was a lesson for me today. I did take a trade on oil. We had I have not traded oil in a long time. We had a major drop off early morning prior to the market. And we basically just went sideways, and the move looks pretty flat, but there was some movement. I took a long here, kind of the third or fourth bounce, and I thought, well, we're finally going to go, and I just took a short little stop out there. So no biggie. on my evals, I sucked. I sucked badly. My 250K account, we had that account. I was actually up to 260,000. I had a 10,000 in profit at one point today and ended up with a $1,000 loss, and my drawdown's down to like 2,800. So I gave away a lot. My drawdown was almost full this morning at 6,500. So, but like I said, I've either got to pass that account or blow it. So that's where we're at. I did get another new 50K and took a big old L on that one. My take profit accounts, the one account I had a little bit of profit, and I said, all right, I'm done. I'm just gonna quit. And the other account I had hit my daily loss, and I'm going to adhere to that $600 daily loss on take profit so I don't blow these things after a couple of days. But anyway, just not a good day for me. Not a good day overall. Let's take a look at TradeZella. So the good news is, and one of my big takeaways is, this is the best month that I have had since March. Believe it or not, March was the last green month that I have had. I was up like 700 in the month of March, and I went into red in April, red in May, red in June, red in July, and all of those months were double or 5-digit red. So it was 10 grand or more every month. Just a very bad trading streak. And then this month I am once again red. I had the worst week was the last week here, down 2,000, but we ended up at down 3,600. But that is way better than what I've been trading for the last 4 months. So we'll take that as a win. That's a positive, and I'm quite happy about that. So that is obviously how I choose to look at this. I mean, yes, it's a red month. I get it. Last week was not very good. But you're going to have that as a trader. It's the nature of the beast. As far as the month goes, I mean, I did have a winning day. Like, I had more winning than losing days and more green days than red days, which is something I can't say for the last 4 months. The issue is the red days were fairly big, or at least some of them were, so that's something to work on, and try to work on getting some more nicer green days in that 300 to 500 range. If we can do, 4 $300 to $500 green days, and we keep the losses to a minimum as far as the loss amount per day, and we keep the amount of red days down, we can get ourselves back into green. So I've been there before, and whoops, I understand there's no trades for that day. So I've been there before, and I definitely want to get back there, but I'm taking that as a big win, the fact that we had the best month we've had in a long time, and we are not at a plus $10,000 red month. So that is a win. So let's see what we can do for the month of September. Hopefully we can pick this thing back up. Looking at my spreadsheet, and once again, Rhythmic is giving me different. I do not know what's going on with my accounts dashboard, because it's showing 580. Rhythmic is showing down 536. It's showing this top account I was up 16 today. This second one I was down 342. This third one, it shows I was up 63 instead of 60, and this last one, it shows I was down 273 versus 289. So I don't understand what the issue is, but something is wrong where this is giving me that information right here. You can see what I just talked about. There's the P&L for those accounts today, which matches up here. These numbers match these numbers, so it is correct, but obviously we're going with this from a reporting standpoint. But the lesson here this week is we had a red day on every account, lost between 300 and 600 this week per account, which I'm pretty sad about. Last week, if you take away the blown account, I was up 1 to 700 per account. So just definitely one of those weeks, and I'd say Monday, Tuesday is a new week and a new month, and we'll be better. So let's take a look at the market. As far as NQ, we had this move down, move back up, and we are right back into this channel. This channel right here from the 680s to the 400 or to the 520s. That is definitely where we've been sitting at. We did dip below it here a little bit the last couple of days, but again, I think this is a mega level. The 680, I believe, is a huge level that we need to really break through clearly and strongly for us to have an opportunity at bigger upside, or we see a continuous rejection and we push our way back down. And again, we have a couple of big levels down here below. So this is the big watch for me. 680 is the big watch for me. So we'll see what reactions we get there early next week. ES, we're kind of floating up against these highs, and this is almost the same, almost turning into the 680 of ES almost, in my opinion. You've got this 5660 range up here that has caused 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections here over the last week or so. That has definitely been a big one. And then obviously this 5610 range, 5615 has proven to be a pretty major hold. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and today not really, but you know, those are definitely, this is the channel. And so we need to either reclaim this and really make a push and bust to all-time highs, or this thing could fall back down into some more major lows. I think the key is to be careful shorting into this area, and the key is to be careful longing up into this area. I would rather have this break out and retest for longs to the upside, or short this into this area. Or then if we come back down to this mega level here, is we look for a bounce and a move back up. So again, it's just about being smart about the levels, and when we reach these technical levels, to adjust and take what the market is giving us. YM, the Dow, we have pushed back up. We've got a triple high here, which is, I think, the market highs. So we do need that to break out, but there's a very good chance that we could see this thing really rip to some major new highs next week. That could be interesting if that happens. See if we can get along for the ride on that one. Gold, obviously we're still working on, still trying to learn the gold thing, but we're in a channel and still seeing that fairly nice defined this 25-35 area, and then also up here at the highs at the 2570. So if we fall below, this looks pretty wide open as we fall down here below the 2520. So generally speaking, I feel like gold looks like it has been in really kind of a bullish play. If you look at where this market was at, we kind of stair-stepped our way up, kind of went sideways, and then slowly kind of pushing higher. So it feels like this is going to break out to the upside, but obviously we just need to be smart about the setups and really see when and how we hit those specific levels, and then adjust to that. So that's kind of a wrap for me for this week, for this month, and start September right around the corner. So again, I just want to welcome you. If you're new, feel free to hit the subscribe button. If you like the content, please hit the like button. That helps the algorithm. Yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you being here. I enjoy doing these updates every single day. And once again, I want to say thank you for the use of code BCT for Black Coffee Trader. That code gets you the best deal with Apex and Take Profit, and you are obviously know what those specials are, but they are right here for you if you are unsure. So in any case, I hope you had a great August. Let's see if we can have a very solid September, and bring on the fall season here with some really solid and good trading. So have a great weekend. Enjoy the Labor Day holiday weekend. I will not be trading on Monday. I will take that day off. So I will be back at it on Tuesday, and I expect to have another update for you next Tuesday afternoon. So take care. Have a great weekend, and so long.